Hello! Let me see who is here this Saturday. It's Sammie, the host of this event. Thank you for being here, Sammie. And Leslie, good evening, or maybe good night. It's night where you are. And Vicky. Oh, Vicky, you can be my mod too. I put you on as mod. I have quite a lot of moderators, but not everyone have the opportunity to be here the times I'm streaming. And Laura, hello. I'm so happy that you are here. Two of the co-hosts and the main host, and Janina and Melody, hello, and Mara, welcome. Jobeth, hello. Helen, welcome, hello. So let me see. I will have to check that I am in live chat, which I of course wasn't. I don't know why they have this thing on YouTube that when you start and are in the live chat, the first option what you will get to is the top chat, and then you will miss things. So let me see. Kenny, have I said hello to you? If not, hello. So Leslie, it's almost Sunday where you are. Yeah, midnight. That is so strange, these different time zones. Okay. Welcome everyone that's already here. And Anna, was it Anna? Anna, welcome. So, Patricia, welcome. So the thing is, this is a Saturday live stream, and I normally do these streamings on Saturdays this time. But this is also part of the Steampunk Freakout, the coloring event hosted by Sammie. Yvonne, hello, and Bella, welcome. And Kimmy, hello. So this time I mean, the most things are as always. I have my coffee. And I actually have done a background already for this project. And can you see, if I would spill coffee on it, it will almost not be visible. I have to take a bit of the coffee. And I'm gonna do this page by Mariola Budek, which is one of the pictures that is done specific to this event, this Steampunk event, invited by Sammie. And you can find there are like 14 pictures for this, created specific for this event. And they will be out there on the artists' pages longer, but for this event they have done discounts. So the links are in the description, and the links are also on Sammie's channel, and all the info is there, because I will probably forget to say some things, because this is new to me, to be involved in such a huge project, even if I'm just a small little co-host. Anyhow, there were 14 pictures to choose by, and I have chosen this. If you are following me on Instagram and maybe here as well, I have been mentioning different pictures during the week. I couldn't decide, but now I have decided to do this one. Hello, Bev. Welcome. And yesterday I'm going to show you the other pictures really, really soon. But I just want to show you that yesterday I did something that I normally never do. I practiced. And I don't think this will be the result, because it was more sketching out, like things like, do I want her to be dressed, or should it be skin, or should it be skin here and not here, and yeah, different things and colors, and can I do this clock, and practice a little bit different kind of metal. And I was using some of the colors that, I don't know if you've seen this wonderful tutorial. It's 2 videos by Laura Colors 2, that she did on this page, her page in circle portraits. And she did a lot of different metals. So I have been watching that and forget everything about it. So yeah, I'm a bit terrified, but I was going to write up the different combinations that you use, Laura. But now if you are here, you can help me directly too. But I have some of it here. If I'm going to use it, I have not decided yet, because as I did the background first on a separate paper, as you can see, this is watercolor paper. And a lot of watercolors and stamp color like these ones. I was just using a brush and a lot of water, and yeah, the difference between the coloring book paper and regular watercolor paper is that it can take lots and lots of water, which was nice. So let me see who's new in here. Cieli, welcome. And let me see. Susan, welcome. So I'm sure I will miss someone, and that's embarrassing. Pickle, welcome. But anyhow, welcome. Even whether you are one of the regular attendants to these streams or these Saturday streams, or if you're new to the channel. And let me see. So this is what I'm going to do. And I have printed it on different kind of papers. So I have not decided. I can't say what it is because I never know. I just take something I have in my stash. I got this, I think it was last Christmas, from my sister. And I was like, yeah, thank you. And thought for myself, I will never use this because I don't draw. But I use this because it's just a little bit thicker than the copy paper. And I had some thicker paper too that the printer didn't take. And the more yellow paper, which is thicker and have more structure on it, texture, I mean, that is from another similar notebook that I had for a lot of years. So I guess it's kind of good paper, but so for this paper it would be best with polychromos, and for this one I think Prismacolor is best. So as I practiced with Prismacolor yesterday, I think I will use this one, the more white and almost like copy paper, but just a little bit thicker. Let me see, what's more? Yeah, so that was Mariola's picture, and I have printed them on small size, like A5 instead of A4. That's because, as Johanna Basford taught us, both in her school, her ink school, on Facebook, if you were joining that one, as I was, and in my podcast, that if you are terrified of something like drawing or coloring metal or skin, do it in smaller size. Oh, Melody! Belinda sent her regards. Wonderful. Yeah, Belinda has streamed a lot already. Amanda, hello. Tracy. Gianluca. Welcome. So that's what I did. And I was inspired by Sammie. Sammie did a folder, a very beautiful steampunk folder. And I have not done that like she have, but yeah, I was going to prepare this before, but I didn't. I just had time to write the names down for all the illustrators that are joining this. So you will have to help me. Angela, hello, welcome. So some of the pictures I remember the name who have done it. Maybe everyone will see. So I did them in smaller size, A5, the pictures, and I had this mixed media art folder that I bought sometime when I thought that maybe one day I will do mixed medium. I can't remember the name of thing you are doing with these folders, but I have not. So I actually printed the pictures and just glued them onto the pages like a little coloring book. So let me see. This one is Deborah Muller, also known as Chubby Mermaid Art. So I saw, Anna, that you printed this, that you bought this and printed it for this event. I can't wait to see when you finish it, even if you said it's going to take some years, but that you really, really love this when you saw it. So this one, I will just find the right. I was going to glue this onto the page as well. Grazia Salvo. You might recognize it, her style, her beautiful women, but this time in steampunk version. So all the pictures are new for this event, and one of the reasons for the event, if I have understood it right, is that I think Sammie and Laura talked about a long time ago about how they loved steampunk, and they thought there should be more steampunk pictures out there. So this is Kim White, Creative Happy Life, also known as. I interviewed Kim White for my Passionista Colorista podcast, so you can also listen to that if you want to know more about Kim. Hello, Eli, welcome. And here is the Mariola Budek that I'm going to do today. I think it's the first Mariola picture I am doing. I have not done her pictures yet, even if they are super beautiful. And Jennifer Zimmerman. This picture, I think you are gonna color, Sammie, on your stream after my stream. And Belinda, you maybe have seen her coloring it as well. So as I said, the links are in the description or on Sammie's page. On Sammie's channel, she did this information video. And in the description there are all the links. And let me see, I think this is, yeah, I know. Yeah, it is Nathaniel Wake. And this is a free page given by Nathaniel for this event and for you all to color in. So this is free, but you have to use the link under in the description. And this is especially important with this one, as people seems to have had the problem to find it and contacted him, and he's not available. He can't help out with that. So see Sammie's description or in this video or this stream description. And this is Christine Karron, which you are doing, Vicky. And this is also in two different versions, grayscale and line art. I just printed the grayscale, as I think they are very helpful where the shadows are and things like that. And here is, let me see, this is, oh, there are more notes here. Sue, welcome. So this is Monja Gates. And this was one of the pictures I was thinking of doing, because as my dear friend Marie, Mia Remakes on Instagram reminded me of, I like bigger areas and I love to do backgrounds. So that's why I could do a background here, but there are a lot of small details. Maybe one day I will dare to do it. But I really liked her hat, and yeah, I might do this later. And here we have, help me, this is, let me see, this is Dawn. Yeah, thank you. I thought it was, but we didn't want to do it wrong. This is Sarah Richter's super cute steampunk dog. and a lot of steampunky details. And Bella, yeah, I'm also have been terrified about steampunk and especially the metal parts. But why am I in this project then, you might ask? Because I like a challenge. And because, I mean, what can go wrong? It just, as someone said, paper and ink, and it's just, as it's copies, you can print yourself, you can just redo it. Connie, hello. No, it's not Connie, sorry. I just saw the CB. Hello, Coloring Book Club. And hello to Michelle and Maria, hello. And Cynthia, good morning. And everyone that I missed, I'm so sorry. I tried to talk and get this right. And yeah, Brittany, hello. Perfectly fine, Brittany, just keep lurking. And hello to everyone else that are lurking in the behind and don't want to be in the chat. That's perfectly fine. Dawn D Davidson have done this one. And this is someone almost named as me, but not exactly. Izabela Kwiecień-Szpuna, also known as Rozrysowanamama. That was totally wrong, I guess, my pronunciation. I'm so sorry, Izabela, but at least the spelling is hopefully right. And the picture. And here we have Laura's, which was one of the others I was thinking of doing. Now, let me see, where do I have it? Laura, I have lost your name. Okay, but this is Laura's, Laura Rafferty, Laura Colors 2. And this is also a freebie, but just over this weekend. So if you like it and want to pair it, just now or after, it's free right now, but not after this weekend. And I really, really like this. I think the wings are they are so delicate. And you are doing this on your streams, Laura, and I can't wait to see it. And I will color it, but not during this stream. And now we have, let me see. This is Nelleke. Yeah, Lisa. I hope I'm doing this right now. This is Lisa's Mitrokhin. And I'm kind of tempted to do all these little details in the behind, this wallpaper, but not on this stream, because I would use a lot of fine liners and sparkle and stuff, I think, and it would take a lot of time. And Nelleke Schoemaker, and I think, let me see, Honor is doing this. Honor is not streaming, but she is going to do some videos, and she's doing this page because she thought it made her think about World of Warcraft, and I totally agree when she said it. I have played a lot of World of Warcraft in my days, even if it was a long time ago, and it's such a magical page. This was also one of the one I was thinking of doing today. But, oops, I also have them in a bigger scale. Laura's, Kim's, yeah, no, Monja's, Lisa's. If you could see them in the smaller size, Nathaniel's, Christine's, Dawn, Grazia, Izabela, Deborah's, Jennifer's again. Yeah, there were two different versions of that one. And Laura's is also available in different Nelleke, different kind of grayscales or line art, or a lot of different things. and why can't I remember this? Sarah and Mariola. So let's start. And I think I'm going to use this smoother paper because it works better for Prismacolors. And my plan is to do it on this paper and then do like on this, cut out the actual picture, line art, and glue it onto this page. So I just hope the colors that I am doing today, and I guess I will not be able to finish it during this stream, so after as well, I might try to do some videos because I'm not doing any more streams. And yeah, glue it onto this, and I might do some shadowing around with dark brown. And I will cut away the white things here. So that is my plan. So it's kind of a multi-medium project. So my plan is to do her clothes green, not exactly like this, but some kind of green, and this in metal. I think her hair would be, let me see, some kind of reddish like this, or purplish. And I think I will do the watch, the clock, almost like this, but instead of, I have been using some turquoise in it, I might use some greens instead, like some kind of moss greens, which I have in the background. And I don't think I will do this metal like this because it's kind of melt into the background. I think the more silvery ones, the darker with grays, a lot of grays in them and some blues, worked better. But we'll see. So actually I will start with the clock because that was what I finished yesterday, and I have been writing up some of the pencils I was using, and this is very unusual because mostly I just improvise and go by the flow. But let me see. And I guess it still will not look exactly like this. And I will not, yesterday I had this under my coloring and then it got very, very textured, which was kind of cool, but it didn't work as well on the skin and things like that. So I will have a plain background when I color instead. And let me see. Here it is. So, using cream, so everything is Prismacolor, cream, ginger root, artichoke, how do you say that? Light umber, eggshell, and dark brown. And maybe some warm gray, 70%. So, I was going to ask how you are today, but maybe I will not be able to see your answers. But I hope you are having a great time in the chat and that you have a wonderful time today. My coffee isn't even super cold yet. Great. Okay, I need to have the watch here. And I know it maybe will not look exactly the same, but it's a help anyway. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. So let me see. I will start with the cream. Which is the lightest color. And on this one I did it like I tried to make it look like glass by using some white Posca on top, but I will not do that on this. I will do it without pretending glass on top. And I had a magazine, a Christmas magazine that I was reading during the lunch, and I had marked out several pages with inspiration for metal. Not the colors, but how the shine, where the highlights and shadows were. So I might go and pick that up later if we come to the metal. Or I will just try to remember how you did your years, Laura. And let me see. After that, I kind of just went into the other with the other colors. This is ginger root. I remember when I first got my first set of Prismacolor, when I bought that, it was such a huge thing for me because Prismacolor isn't so easy to find here in Europe. So I had to buy it online and wait for a price I could afford. And when I got it, I was so puzzled by the names. I was like, ginger root. Okay, so I just used that when I colored ginger roots. And pumpkin red. Okay, so that is just for pumpkins? Yeah. It took me some time to realize that, of course, I can use it for anything. Yeah, the Prismacolor has great names. Okay, so this is very smooth paper. I'm not sure if I will be able to do it like this. I don't know if it can take enough of layers. And I couldn't remember what paper my test prints was on. So I couldn't do a new copy. I did so many copies, but then I practiced on many of them. Well, let's see how many layers I can do and if I have to change paper. So now to the name I can't pronounce. Artichoke. Maybe this is too smooth. Oh, Laura, you're not feeling well. Go to bed now. Suze, hello. Welcome. So I tried to leave a little bit of cream untouched. It's no science, it's just pencils on paper. Okay, let's see. After that, I will bring in the light umber. Just hoping now that this will work. Or maybe I have to switch to that other paper, but then polychromos is better. It's very slippery. Someday I will learn about papers and be an expert. No, not an expert, but better at that than now. But for now, I just mostly use the coloring books or print on anything I have at home. Okay. maybe a bit here. Okay, and then some dark brown. Yeah, so as I said, some things are just like normal today, and some are a bit different as it's part of this steampunk event. And as you can see, one of the things that are not as usual, I have actually colored my nails today. It was Laura's fault when she told me she had done it. I thought, oh, I need to do it too. I will try to be just me. I remember when I was a teenager, and you know, people were saying that just be yourself. And when you are a teenager, you really don't know what that is. So I was like, what is that? This is eggshell. It's easier now when you're older. Now you know more who you are and what you're not. Apparently, I'm someone that sometimes, when Laura does it, also color my nails. So I guess I'm easy to fool. I was going to say, but that's the wrong word. To enable. So the thing with this clock is that it's on another paper, and I had that watercolor paper underneath, so it has a bit of texture in it. This will be different. But if you want texture on things, you can put something underneath, because the paper and the pencils will kind of take it out. We'll just make it visible onto the paper. Shannon, welcome. Oh, Vicky, you don't understand at all what I'm talking about when I'm saying enabling. I did a podcast episode for my Swedish podcast that is going to be released tomorrow with a woman called Pia Hultin. Maybe you are following her on Instagram. And she was talking about Gansai Tambi's watercolors. And oops, the day after the interview, it was for sale. And oops, I bought them as well. Totally her fault, not mine. And cream again. And I'm gonna keep some of the first cream without a second layer to make it more light. Hello, Lulu. So, okay, let me see. I will actually bring in some of the warm gray, 70% as well. Yeah, Bella, you can listen to it. Tomorrow I will upload it. Hello, Rebel. Welcome. Oops. Not a problem. I'm terrible with names, so it's totally fine. As I said before several times, it's quite fun when me and my husband are watching TV series or movies together, because he can't remember faces very well and I can't remember names. So we have to we complement each other, and I need to ask all the time. Who was that? When they say different names, and if someone is coming back, you just see a person, he can say, is this the same person as? Yes or no. Article again. Now I'm just using the same colors that I already have been using until I'm happy with the result. And let me see, after that I want some more light umber and coffee. Okay, now it's starting to get cold. So this is Mariola Budek's picture for this event. Made for this event. So Sammie have put in a lot of work into this collaboration with the artists. It's so smooth. It's like it feels like my finger will do the best blending, and it will take away a bit of the waxiness. Maybe something like that to start with. And let me see. I hope this next text here is for the rest of the clock. I'm not really sure. I have just written down cold gray 90%. Cool gray, not cold gray. Cold gray. Cool gray. And cool gray 20%. And white. And why I am using cool grays instead of warm grays on this one is because cool grays are more black and the warm grays are a little bit more brownish, and I wanted it to be more blackish for some reason. Cold coffee. Just like a normal Saturday live stream. And let me see, how did I do this? Janet, no problem. Have a wonderful Saturday. If it's Saturday where you are and not Sunday already. And see you later. So let me see. This one I did. It's kind of tiny detail, especially now when I have made it in such small paper with A5. So it's hard with the Prismacolor to go inside the lines, but I don't think I think it's okay if you go outside the lines as well, because there is a shadow. As this is grayscale, it already have a bit of shadowings, as you can see, which is a big help, I think. So it have a shadow around it already. I try not to fill in the whole area, but it's not super easy. And I still want it to be kind of dark, more dark than not dark. Yeah, Bella, you would color it with gel pens. That's true. That would have worked. Or fine liners. I could have done that, but now I didn't. I wanted to see if it would be able to color with Prismacolors. Cindy, welcome, hello. Welcome. And I think it was most hard here on these details, as they are kind of crossing each other. Some are up and some are down, so if I just, at first I did them all, just the whole area in this dark cool gray 90%, but then you couldn't see the details. I'm not sure you will be able to do that now either, but maybe that doesn't matter. Like that. And let me see, what did I use? I think I used this cool gray. Oh, that was the wrong one. Cool gray 20%. No? I have to. Maybe the white? I think they turn out almost the same, but I think I used the white for kind of blend it into the rest of the small details. More of the darker color. And as I said, after me is Sammie doing her regular Saturday live stream and kind of her 4-band warm up, because she's the main host. She's the one that have put in the work into this project. Marie, hello, welcome. And I think it's gonna be kind of special, that stream, so don't miss it. And white. So I decided not to have too much contrasts, like metallic contrast on this these things, because I think they're going to be a lot of metal things that are shining on this page, hopefully, if I can pull that off. And I just wanted this to look mostly almost black, but I still wanted some kind of color variation on them. And as the white is taking away some of the darkness, I go over it again. Oh, thank you, Lulu. I'm happy you like it so far. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I'm happy to help. And let me see. Back to the rest of the watch, and let's see how I did it. So I think you can see that it's blacker here than there. I have apparently used more of the white this time, but it doesn't matter. You can do it as black you want to or not. The thing about metal, I mean, one of the things are the color combos if you want a specific metal, but otherwise it's mostly the highlights and shadows and the big difference between light and not the light. I'm gonna like here when I try the silver thing, that it's really white and then very dark, and you can do that with any color, and if you do it, it will kind of look metallic. Oh, hello, Linnea. Marie's daughter, Linnea, is here. She's crafting a slide for a Duplo man out of an empty... Oh. Man out of an empty toilet roll. Oh! Cool! Linnea, you have... Skicka en bild sen så jag får se. I asked her in Swedish to send me a picture of it when it's done. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is the gold. It's taken from Laura Colors 2, what she used for gold, which was just 3 colors. I really like that about your tutorials, Laura, that it was so few colors in many of the metals, but I also added some greens just to, I think so at least, some green goldish things, because I wanted to see if I was planning to do this in green, I wanted it to, if I did this in gold, I wanted it to be picked up there, a bit of the greens. Bra, Linnea! Hello, May! Welcome! And sorry if I have missed anyone. Okay, so let's do... now I have to take a deep breath here to see. I think I need my other one to see where I put. Okay, so I did it like that, which doesn't mean I have to do it this time, but at least it's a help, because I think that is the most difficult with the metal, to know where the highlights should be and where it should be darkest. And maybe it isn't that important, you can just do whatever. And I mean, this doesn't need to be metal either, but apparently I have done it. So it is 90% cool gray. And a bit less pressure. And the cool gray. The cool gray 20%. That makes it, but I still leave a little bit of white. No, I did not. I think I actually had this gray, because you can do different kinds of highlights to make it shine a little bit different. Some parts can have, like this, 20% cool gray, and some parts can be just white, and then they will look different shiny. But it's still a cool, still a light color. And yeah, then I used the cool gray 90% again. Around this thing where Mariola have a darker line. So remember to go to Sammie's stream after this for some special event time. Don't miss that. She has put in a lot of work in this. I have kind of done nothing. I'm always doing this stream, but I was happy I could be joining this weekend. I know I was using the warm gray inside here, but now as I already have this in my hand, I just wanted it to be darkened up a bit, so I'm going in with this cool gray 90% as well. And I can always, I could go back to the cream if I want to and make it less harsh. And as I said, if you want to participate in this event, it's for everyone. I think it was a way for Sammie and maybe Laura to get more steampunk pictures out to the world and to all. And maybe some of us that are scared about coloring metal can be less scared. So sorry, everything is in the description below. Okay, I think I will darken that up a bit as the gray makes it a little dull. Yeah, great thing coloring with Vicky, to remember everyone that if you are joining this and coloring something, just use the hashtag Steampunk Freakout on social mediums, because the streams are just, I mean, it's not the main part of this event. The main part is the pictures that are out in the world and your colorings. Andrea, hello and welcome. Oh, sorry, I needed to take off. I had a really warm sweater that my mother-in-law had made me. But I guess you can't call this workout, but it still makes me warm. Yeah, I'm sure, Sammie, that the artists are following the hashtag and would love to see everyone's colorings, of course. Oh, Janina, where did I bought my Christmas? It was such a long time ago. I think I have actually 2 sets, as I realized I really, really love them. They are my favorites, and they are difficult to find for a reasonable price here. So I bought 1 set. And I think I bought one on maybe Amazon UK and one on Amazon during a Black Friday when they had a discount. So I have started to use the second set, at least the colors that are shortest. But after that I will have to find where I can buy backup pencils. Okay, let me see. And Mariola have a line here that I just try to fill in with my, I'm still using the cool gray 90%. And now I will use, not exactly as I did, I didn't wrote down what I have been using here, so I will just freelance. I will just improvise. I think it's the same colors as here, but a bit more brownish reddish tones as well. Hello, Joanne. They are difficult to find in Europe, I think. The Prismacolors. I think they are sold in some store in Sweden, but they are so expensive. I'm also doing this line, and as I'm gonna cut it out after, I felt like I needed to make this line again a little bit more so it would be visible even if I cut it out. And as I'm gonna cut it out like this and glue it onto this page. I hope this will look steampunky enough. Yeah, what was I'm confusing myself here. So my husband said when I was telling him that I was going to do this weekend, this stream, he said, "Steampunk, isn't that very far away from you?" And I said, "Yes, but I'm gonna try." Okay, let me see. So cool gray 20%. No. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. No, I'm gonna do more of this, but less hard pressure. As I want it to be more blackish, grayish, not so light. So I'm sorry if I missed a lot in the comments. I try to look up from now and then, but it can be hard to see things. So if you want to say something specific to me, you can write it in caps. And if I don't answer, ask me again, and hopefully I see it that time. You can also just send me a message on in the comments here after, when I upload this, or on Instagram. So now I'm going into it with the cool gray 20%, mixing it together. Hello, Sarah, and welcome. So I'm gonna fill in with that darker gray again. after this, as the lighter gray tends to take away some of it, but it's melting the colors together and makes it a better transition. Oh no, I just realized I have had too much coffee today. I was so tired this morning. So I was going to prepare a bit more, but I just didn't have the energy. I just was in the sofa in the pajamas reading and having more coffee than I regularly have during a day. Well, it's weekend. It doesn't matter if I don't sleep as much, I guess. And yeah, tomorrow. Okay, this has not anything to do with this event, but I'm having a giveaway on Instagram. Marcia Vandenberg's Christmas book. So the last day is today and tomorrow until I will do the giveaway tomorrow. I will pick the winner. So if you want to win it, yeah, sign up there. Go to my Instagram. And remember to see Sammie's stream. She is the main host of this, and her stream is after mine. And I think she has planned something special for you. Okay, something like that. And now I'm gonna try to do this. So I'm gonna start with the same color as I did inside here, which is cream. And for now I'm just leaving the numbers. This is just the first color, so it's going to be a lot of colors on top. What gold? Do you mean this gold? Yeah, it's thanks to Laura Rafferty, Laura Colors 2. She had this tutorial, and under here I will probably just do it dark, like a big shadow. I'm gonna show you, but I don't have a name because it's just, it doesn't say. No, it's not that one. Oh, now I remember. This was probably the paper I had for my test pages. Oh, but on the watch. Thank you. I thought you meant the other one. Okay, that's thanks to me. Thank you, Bella. Okay, let me see. The paper is this one. It's just an ordinary. It's an ordinary. I don't know what the name is in English. It feels almost like copy paper. Very, very smooth. But a little bit thicker. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say how thick the paper is. Okay, so that was the cream, and I will stare at this one and see what have I done. And I remember I did this, and then I did some more on it after it was finished, because I just wanted to see how it looked if I did it more green, more red, and things like that. So this is just a mix of things, and I didn't write it up, so okay, just improvise. I think I will start the same as I did inside here, with almost the same colors like Artico. Laura, welcome back. I have been talking a lot about you and your metal tutorials. Which I thought was made for this event, but apparently it wasn't. But it was perfect for this event. So as I said in the beginning, if you are new to this channel, I am streaming most Saturdays this time when I'm not sick or visiting my parents, which I do some Saturdays. They live in a town some hours away, so I don't visit them too often, but I try to do it sometimes, and then Saturday is the best day for that, because then I can rest. I get so tired of driving car, so then I need a resting day before work again. Yeah, I thought you were going to sleep, Laura. But you can sleep now if you want to. You can sleep to my stream. Are you sleeping, Elin? Elin usually falls asleep during my streams, which is totally fine. Yeah, she has worked so hard for many days, so she needs her sleep. Okay, now I have a start, and after that, let me see. Now, you don't need that, I think, or the ginger root. It feels like you can have it or not. It doesn't affect this so much. Instead, I will go in with a green one, which I didn't do yesterday. But as I said, I have some greens in my background. Even I don't know if you can see it. Now it's getting kind of dark outside, and I don't have any daylight lamps, so I have two lamps, but they are not daytime lamps, so I hope you can see it. And I wanted, yeah, I wish I could answer questions about the paper, but I don't. I know very little about paper. The only thing I noticed was I worked all day on this paper, which apparently now I realized, but I couldn't remember it before this stream. I had used this paper, which is it's 160 grams, and it's Maria Trolle design. And on that paper I used Prismacolor all day, but I realized the last hour or something like that Polychromos worked much better on that one. This paper, which I don't know how many grams it is, it's way smoother, and then Prismacolors works better, I think. Polychromos needs a little bit texture. You use 160, Sammie? I just forgot that was what I had been practicing on. And our printer didn't work, and this was kind of embarrassing. I realized that it wasn't plugged in. This is green ochre. So when I plugged it in, it started to work a little bit better, but it still had some problems with, it couldn't take thick paper at all, and sometimes it didn't work at all. So I was just happy I could manage to print it. And the paper I wanted to use was too thick. So yeah. But apparently that 160 gram worked, but I just forgot about it. This worked too, even if it's very, very smooth. And this paper, the 160 gram, this one, I also used when I did, I think, yeah, I have been using it during this Inky Art School with Johanna Basford. I have not done all of the classes yet because I've been busy, but I come to the fishes, class 4, and I've been using this and that thin paper, kind of mixed media paper she's using, but I kind of like this almost more than that. Okay, let's see, moss green. Yeah, moss green was better. Colored what? Do you mean draw? Or you mean this? I just followed Johanna's tutorials for the drawings. I couldn't draw a single line without her. I just followed along. I've seen that some people have started to do their own stuff, but I'm not there. I'm just copying Johanna. Thank you. Yeah, the flowers, yes. But it was just this Inky Art School on Facebook, which I had. It has ended now. It was 10 classes. I have done 4 of them. Just copied what she did. I have the feeling it's the same as why I prefer coloring from drawing, that it's the same as why I'm a journalist and not an author. I don't have the imagination to come up with things. Okay, I'm just gonna darken this up. I'm just doing this to remember that it's there. Okay, let me see. So now it's too green. Yes, very much. So where is my swatch book? I need to check it. Let's see. That's what I have been using. Okay, now I feel a bit blocked here. Maybe some 116, yes. Hello, Sing, welcome. Okay. This is chocolate. This might be totally the wrong colors. I might add a little bit of the green into this too, just to make them look better together. This is the, no, oh, then I take the wrong pencil. I was going to add some green ochre. As I didn't do, when I did my plan, I didn't test it with greens. It was just after I had done it, I realized that I wanted some greens in it as taking up the colors from the background. Cream. And a bit of eggshell. go back to the chocolate. I could use that just to have the opportunity to say that word. You know me, I love my chocolates. Oh yeah, go and take a nap or a rest, pickle. So I will tone this brown down after with some warm grays or maybe sepia or espresso. Oh, I'm so happy that the Prismas has two names that I love. I mean, I love in real life chocolate and espresso. You should have a latte, cafe latte too, and it would be ultimate. So this was chocolate on top of moss green and cream and artichoke, I think I was using. And now I have to go back to my pencil case here. I think I will try Thank you, Angela. Thank you. I'm happy you like the clock because it's the only thing I have been coloring. And let me see. I'm gonna try the espresso. And then I'm gonna try the sepia to see which I like more. I think the sepia. Oh, Laura, thank you. Thank you. And after this, I will have to try to remember how I did the numbers. I think I did them very easy. I try to darken up behind them so that it will be visible. And inside here. And let me see. Here. Kathy, welcome, Nichols. Maria, thank you. I'm happy you like it. And let me see. I will go in with the eggshell for some blending, as it is a little bit more yellow than the cream. I don't know how to describe the color, but it's a little bit darker than the cream. I'm using it, but I'm saving some parts where you can still see the cream on some places showing through. Actually, I think here it needs a better transition. And okay, I think it's almost finished. Here I did it quite different, but that was because I tested some turquoise, and here I have it greens instead, and I could of course add more greens to it. I wonder how it will look. I think it works. It doesn't need to be more green. What I could do is take the warm gray, 70% or 90%, and darken it up a bit here if I want to. but I'm not sure. I don't have to do that. Now I'm talking to myself again. Just having my head deep down in the paper here. Okay. Well, we can leave it like this. Joanne, just keep lurking. That's totally fine. And color, perfect. I think that weekends are for coloring, if that's possible. Okay. What I could do is take in this warm gray and go around the numbers. Where did it go? The 70%. Good morning, Catty. I need to have a sharper point on this one. And let me see it. Yeah, I will just fill in. Mariola have done shadows on the side of the numbers. So I just try to fill them in. Oh, and I forgot. Now the coffee is really cold. But that has its charm, that too. I'm kind of used with that. And I didn't want them to be white, these numbers. And that was for the same reason as I said why I didn't want these to be too metallic, too much highlight on them. It's because I don't want the numbers to be the lightest thing in this coloring. I want to need some highlights on all the metal parts, and that's why I'm going to do them light gray. Otherwise I could leave them white or maybe just go in with white on top. Which have I done and which have I not done? As they already have this shadow on the page, it's sometimes hard to know where you went over them. But, I mean, you don't really need to do it if you don't want to, as there already a shadow there. But I like to cover them with coloring, with colors. Okay, so now I'm going to take the I'm going to try the 10% cool gray. But I think I might, oops, now my gray had some discolor inside it. Yeah, I think I'm going to choose the 20%. So I just color them with that to tone them down. Yeah, I think it's okay. This looks okay. I actually think I'm gonna go back in with the 90% cool gray and tone down this white spot because it wouldn't be so shiny inside there. Just filling out the really dark spots with it. I think I will actually take the 50% cool gray maybe inside here and here. So, and maybe here. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. But you could just keep fixing on it with, I mean, I could go in here with this 50% and just different kinds of cool grays and whites and fix forever on this page, on this clock. But I think I will leave it like this for now. So it doesn't look exactly like this one, but I think they both have their different charm. This is much darker. This is not very dark, it's almost the same colors. What I think I have been using here, I use some turquoise, but I think also I had some, maybe, I don't remember, the sienna brown or something, more reddish ones. So I could go on top with that as well, but I will leave it like this for now. And when the rest comes together, I can go back to this and darken it up or just fix more on it if that's needed. Okay, that was what I had a plan about. So let's see what's now. Maybe I will try that silver combo that you were doing, Laura. Oh, Michelle, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Where did I wrote that up? Here. Laura, thank you. Yeah, the drawing is amazing. It's very beautiful. So I'm going to use the same thing you used, Laura, for silver. Prismacolor Slate Gray, Cool Gray 90%, Sky Blue Light. I tried to color silver before, but I didn't like it because I don't like grays. Thank you, Kenny. I'm so happy you like the clock. Of course, Kat, keep lurking. It's totally fine. It's always fine to be in the background, not chatting and just doing things. I mostly do that when I'm attending other person's streams. I'm cooking, mostly during Sammie's stream because it's during our dinner time, or coloring. Of course, Beth, go and lie down and rest for a bit. Thank you for being here. But what I liked about your silver was that it had blues inside it, because that just made it more uplifting, I think. As I really, really, really like colors. So Slate Gray, Cool Gray 90% is already out, and Sky Blue Light. No, Maria, it's not rude being quiet. Of course not. I always feel like that when I'm attending streams, but at my streams it's totally fine. I'm happy that someone is chatting. It would be kind of spooky if no one did. Then I actually think I would start doing videos instead. But if some just having a good time and chatting and are friendly, it's totally fine. And so I just don't feel totally alone. Okay, let me see. 90% cool gray. Where are you? Now it starts to look like normally when I color pencils everywhere. And before I started, I put them all back into the case, but now they are starting to be out again, all of them. At least all the browns, yellows. No, not all of them, of course, but a lot of the grays and browns and some yellows. Okay. Whew. Let me see. Which one should I do? When I did the test, I did a kind of coppery thing on this one, but I'm not sure. It will kind of disappear into the background. And I did this a silver one, even if I did a very, very dark background inside it, because I wanted it to pop out. And I think this grayish silver looks good next to the background. It's popping more. But then you have that here, and you have that somewhere up here. So help me. How should I do these two? What do you think? Shade it more around the edges towards the background, maybe? Yeah, I will do that, and I will probably, when I have glued it on top, I will probably go outside and shade it. You like the copper? Yeah, it's a really good copper. Maybe I should do it like this, just to show. But then my plan is to do her clothes. Why I did it this copper was because I wanted to pick up the colors, but now I'm going to do the clothes probably green. But yeah, you're right. I also like that copper. I would never have guessed those color combos. Let's do that one. Okay, let's do that. Maybe I've had time for them both. I will start with this little one instead and do that silver, because I have picked those out. Almost picked them out. Yes, here they are, the silvery one. So I will do it as I did on my test page. But I will start with the silver. And I'm not as careful and light-handed as Laura is, if you have seen her tutorials. And this paper was not very good with layering. It is way too slippery, so I just have to press the colors into each other. And I can't layer very much, as she's doing. But then I'm not a professional artist either. Let's see. I'm going to start with the light. Let me see. Where are you? I need you. Copper and green goes well together, Cynthia says, because copper turns green as it ages. Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know how to do it old copper, so I will do it new copper. No, copper. Is it copper? Is it copper? Yes. So I did them really, really dark, as you can see inside here, and that, I don't know. I will start less dark and see what's happening. So actually this part is the one that was most to follow along with Laura's ones. This is much darker than her beautiful version. But I'm going to start with the lighter one, as I don't want it to be the white shine through. I want it to look bluish, especially inside here where I want it to look like it's inside, behind. And the slate gray, let me see. And it needs to be resharpening. I'm going to start by marking out the shadows. And then maybe in the end, as you see, just covering it, so we'll see. But if you start light, you can always go darker. It's much more difficult to go the other way, I think. So mostly I do it from light to dark. Even if you, of course, can go the other way around as well, especially with Prismacolors. You can kind of do like this, do the darkest parts, and then you take the lighter and smoosh them together and go further out in the picture, but I kind of prefer this way. There are no rules, just do what feels good for you. I know a lot of people are layering a lot with especially pencils which are a bit harder, like polychromos, but there are also people that do amazing colorings and press hard with them without layering very much. So that is also a matter of taste. You just need to find the pencils that are working with your style and your, the paper you like to use. Okay, I'm gonna smudge it out again with the light blue. Judy, no! You have had several lung infections? It seems that a lot of people have been sick lately. I guess it's that time of year. I have been home from work all week, sick, and I still feel a little bit sore in my throat and more tired than usual. And Laura, I think you had something, and a lot of people are not feeling well this time of year. There are so many things going around. So this is the slate gray again. I'm kind of filling it in because I realized I want it to be darker inside here. I'm just going to leave a little bit where it's almost just the light blue, sky blue light. And the 90% cool gray, which I'm going to use where it's going to be darkest on top of the other colors. So I think the streams are kind of showing different things. Belinda have done some skin and hair, so you can go watch them. Not on this page, but on some other pages. And I don't know, Sammie, what you're gonna color and what you're gonna do on your stream. Okay, Laura, yours is different. Yes, this paper is really slippery. Very different from the one I used when I was practicing, which was taking a lot more of colors layers, but well. I think I need more of a slate gray. Or need, I just want it. Thank you, Judy. I'm happy you like my page so far. Sammie, you have a feeling there won't be lots of coloring on your stream, but that's okay. You will tackle some metal. Great. I know people. That's the main reason, I think, why people are scared of doing steampunk pages. I don't mean everyone, but at least that was the thing for me. I could enjoy watching such a page, but I was just too terrified to try to color it. So this was a great opportunity to just face my fear. Yeah, you have a surprise on your stream. That will be wonderful. So Sammie is on 4 p.m. her time, which is my 5 p.m. And yeah, Sammie, you can maybe someone can translate that into other time zones. How long? I have no idea what the time is. 1 hour and 15. That's when Sammie is getting online. And Sammie, I hope I can be there at least for some time. But you know I'm always cooking that time, so I'm gonna be a bit off. I'm gonna be lurking, and then I'm home alone with my son at that point. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be with him, but I'm gonna be there as much as I can, even if I'm mostly lurking. Okay. So now I'm gonna try that thing you did, Laura, where you kind of did what is the triangles like this? It's kind of this shape, triangles, and leaving some spots white. And I'm using the sky blue light. I don't think you can see it. It's very light. No pizza tonight. No, said Leslie. Today I'm cooking myself. And the slate grey. And now I try to not press too hard, even if this paper is not good for layering. And now I try to use the same shape, like a triangle shape, but I'm not going as far out as with the lightest color. I could have started with this one maybe because it's more visible than the first one. And back to the lightest color. I'm blending it out a little bit into the white, but still leaving a gap where it's white, like two white triangles on opposite sides. And then the 90% cool gray. I hope I have written down the right colors you were using, Laura, because this is all your color combos. So the full video about this tutorial about the how to color different kind of metal on different gears is on Laura's channel. And now I'll blend it out again. Oh, Jamie, you are here. Wonderful to have you here. The light blue again. Trying to smoosh it together. I think this might worked better on the other paper. That was not as slippery. I think that works. The only thing that you want some darks, really darks, and some really lights. So I'm gonna just leave it uncolored. The rest, I'm gonna do a little bit of the slate gray around this little metal thing, and a little bit of the lightest blue. I don't think I did this on the other one. and some darkest 90% cool gray. Yeah, I know. We have had like pizza Saturdays where I have picked up a pizza for the family after the streams. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I tried to do sparkly nail polish on my not so lovely nails, and I'm terrible with nail polish. Just 1 hour after it was smudged. So don't look so closely. So yeah, the thing is, I'm usually streaming this on Saturdays, and we have had a lot of pizza after the streams. It's like, I mean, our weekends are mostly family time, but these streams on Saturdays, then I'm not with the family, and after that I compensate. No, I like pizza too, and I go pick up pizza. But today I will not have pizza. Okay, let's see. I think I will go in with the lightest blue on this one, as I don't want them to be as bright as the brightest on top. I want them to look like they are a little bit underneath. I think on the test page I did them very, very dark. So as you can see, I did it much more dark yesterday, but today I'm holding it a little bit lighter. I can always go back after when the colors are more put together. Then I will see more where if it needs more shadowing on some places. Smudges are the stuff of life. Yeah, you are right. Embrace the smudginess. And I think what I also did was I did a little bit of the light blue on top of this top thing. And not, did I do it everywhere? No, I just did it on some parts. And left a little bit uncolored. I don't think that's, yeah, maybe it's visible. Actually, I just saw it on the screen. Let me see. I will try to find my smallest eraser. Sorry, now you have to see my clothes very, very, very close. And I will just go in and do some erasing. Kind of liked it when it was uncolored. It was kind of easy to erase on this slippery paper. So I'm just darken up a little bit here with this is the slate gray, just to give a hint of metal reflections on the side as well. I think I will just let it be like that for now and go to the copper. My plan was originally to have these, some kind of turquoise metal, because I thought that was very cool. But then I decided, Elin suggested to make this like a dress or a sweater or a blouse or whatever it is in green instead of red, which I had done first. And then I thought that turquoise was not the color. I don't know. I just tried this copper, and as you said, you liked it. This one, which is Laura's colors, but I have tried to made it here. I will do that for you. So here I have the colors sienna brown, burnt ochre, some reddish browns, and nectar, and light peach. That was not light peach. I will just have a sip of my very cold coffee. At least it lasts forever. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to start? Maybe I will do the inner thing first. Hello, Carola, welcome. And you can see I did the shapes the same way, but I think this time I will do it the other way around, just to make a little bit of interest for myself. So I'm doing this triangle thing, but this way. And this is the light peach, which I normally use. I would probably use it as the first layer on the face as well. For me, this is the perfect base of a light skin in a coloring. Okie dokie. And then I will go in with the... Oh, the nectar didn't have a good tip. No problem, Suze. Real life comes first, always. Oh, you're working, Carola. Good luck at work. And thank you for being here. And nectar, I'm going to use on top, but not go and have the same shape as the light peach, but not go as far out. Or maybe maybe I will. And just do the light peach a bit further out instead. And then we go to the more darker colors. The burnt oak. Was it the burnt oak? Yeah. Oh, I tried to sharpen my pencils before, but there are so many pencils in Prismacolor. Thank you, Lulu, for being here. Have a wonderful day and see you later. So this is the burnt ochre, which I'm doing the same but not as far out. And finally the sienna brown. No, actually I'm gonna do this a little bit more out. And back to the light peach. I kind of like to use it between every layer to smudge it out and get a good transition. And then the sienna brown. Yeah, I have, Maria, because I actually have been using Prismacolor on some really toothy paper and it was really, really hard. Nothing worked. I kind of used a lighter Prismacolor on top, but it wasn't, they were too soft to press down all of the pigment in the paper, so there was still a lot of white shining through. I tried this one, Touch Twin Marker, which is a colorless blender, which have alcohol inside. And that worked for some part, but not totally. So what I had to do in the end was I actually used the Derwent blender, a kind of hard blender, colorless blender worked, but I thought that their burnisher worked best. So it was just hard work. I just pressed and pressed and pressed it into the paper. I had an arm ache after that, I can tell you. But yeah, Prisma on toothy paper is not really good. It's not easy. Laura advised you to test the Tombow brush marker blender. I felt like a solution just, not solution, fluid, like a alcohol fluid, just did half of the work. Still left a lot. This is the burnt ochre again. So for me, it was just pressing hard. Candice, welcome. Oh, a new tips here. Listen, Vaseline with a Q-tip wax for blending hard pencils paper. And a light peach. But leaving some white in the middle. Maybe not that much. And I could also, in the end, go in with a white. In the edges. And then I'm gonna take the sienna brown and try to do a line here. And I will also do it around this one. Oops. And a light peach. Candice, thank you. I found some, I don't think you can see it, but it's actually different colors. It's green and blue. Sometimes in my past I actually bought nail polish and mostly used it when I had homeworks. Instead of doing my homeworks, I painted my nails. But now it was Laura saying in a chat that she was doing her nails, and I've said to myself, maybe I should do my nails. Okay, so that was that. And now just the same colors. I think I will go over everything here, because this is kind of underneath, so I don't want anything of it to be white. I thought you were writing, Brittany, that when you were asking if you were the only one when you get a new set of Christmas that you are eating up all the chocolate one first, but you said using them up. Well, I'm not. No, I know, Candice, not for me either. I always smudge my nail polish almost immediately. And then I'm too lazy to take it all away, so then it will look bad because it's gonna go away, but not on the whole nail. Last cold coffee is gone. Sienna brown and nectar and burnt ochre. So Laura, am I doing your tutorial, your metal tutorial? What do you say? Am I doing it justice? Nectar. So I watched your videos, Laura, and then I wrote down the colors, and after that I kind of forgot. I was like, oh, what way, how did she do? And I was going to rewatch them, but I didn't have time. So then I decided just to use your color combo and hope for the best. I think you are very good at taking out the right colors for the metal. Oh, thank you, Laura. I'm so happy you don't feel ashamed for my attempt. Yeah, Sus. On the bottom of the page on Laura's website is a free PDF download of Laura's scanned sheet with all the notes on it, all the color combos. And I have written some of them down, but I'm going to write them all down, so I just have them in my book. Because I have struggled so much with coloring metal. I think I will go on top of these with some nectar, but maybe leave a little bit with just the peach showing through. As I said, I think it's very helpful with a grayscale thing that are marking out where the shadows should be. And I will go in with the sienna brown on some of the darker spots. So this is kind of light skin colors, but then some reddish browns on top or underneath, depending on which way you are doing things. And the nectar. And the light peach. Whenever I say the word peach, I always think about Super Mario. Hello, Lisa. And let me see. Okay, I did it like this. Will I do? I think I will do it differently now. I will do some. But I will just keep using the same colors. The light peach, the nectar, and the burnt ochre and burnt sienna. So don't miss Sammie's stream, which is after my stream. She is the main host of this event, and she is the one that have collaborated with all the artists. I show the pictures in the beginning of the stream, and there are information and everything in the description on Sammie's videos on her channel, Color and Chat with Sammie, and it's also in this description down below here. And there are discounts for this weekend that will end after that. And let me see. Yay! Sammie saves some, and so are all the illustrators that have joined this fabulous event. So as I showed in the beginning, I have done a little... Yeah, you are setting up and listening and watching. How long is it? Can you tell me the time? I hope people will start yelling at me like some minutes in advance so I can end it. And now I didn't stick the name. Yeah, here it is. So as I showed in the beginning, has it freezed now? What just happened? Okay, it doesn't work. Can you hear me? It seems like the camera have freezed. Something is wrong here. But what is wrong? Oh, why does this always... You can hear me? Okay, but it's frozen. Wait a little. Oh, you think it can work out? Have this happened to you? Okay, you can hear me, but that's not enough on a live stream on YouTube. Something just happened. I was going to show you my folder again. You think it's my equipment, or you think it's... Okay, this happened the last time as well, after some time. Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna restart this, I think, because it seems like I have internet enough. The internet is good